When you meet somebody for the first time, how do you form an idea of what this new person is like?
When you see someone, like, you judge them on look. I do it too.
A lot is from the neck up.
Instinctively, it's looks.
How do they hold themselves, in general? Because then that says that either they're confident or they could be kind of shy.
I form first impressions by the way people carry themselves.
You look them up and down.
Make sure they carry no weapon or anything.
How relaxed they carry themselves, if they're carrying anger.
When you see them down the street and you can feel their presence just by their body language, sheer smiling or carrying themselves in a certain manner.
Their mood.
The way you carry yourself comes across immediately.
The head would first come to mind.
You can tell a lot about people by their hair.
Their eye contact, first and foremost.
Eye contact.
It's the eyes. I look at the eyes.
Eye contact.
Smell. Tone of voice.
And where they're from, like by their accent, you can tell they're not from there.
I pay attention to if they seem to have any interest at all in talking to me.
Whether or not they have a firm handshake or a limp handshake.
Some people speak very softly and very profound.
I listen to words a lot.
The way that they talk, is it like an educated person? Is it
what they say and how they say it?
Whether they're smiling or...
Some people are very outgoing when they talk, and they're very animated, so you have an idea that they're not going to be completely, annoyed if you gave them a hug.
I'm trying to feel if I'm getting a good vibe off of them or if I'm uncomfortable with their presence at all.
Here, this is a comfortable person to be with.
Or whether they make me feel self-conscious or make me look down or look away.
Sometimes I just feel vibes from people. If it's a good vibe or a bad vibe, within about a minute or two.
It's my subconscious taking over, basically.
I would say you could pick up on if it's a good vibe or a bad vibe, and if you want to be bothered or not.
Openness usually means not creepy, but that's not always true.
Right.
See if they're being real. If they're really showing you who they are, or if they're wearing a mask of some kind to, if they're being artificial to try to impress.
They don't seem fake. I'd have no problem with them. If they seem fake, I usually don't talk to them.
What can we tell about someone after the first few minutes?
I meet guys in work boots or like sandals. I'm always impressed by the kind of sandals people wear. You project a lot of your own stuff, so you conjure up your own little story about who this person is.
Just be open to accepting somebody as an individual and not making assumptions about what they are.
That old saying, don't judge a book by its cover, but it's really hard not to.
Just wait, don't wonder, just sit back and listen. Mostly observe. I don't come into it with any prejudged notions, what I expect them to be like.
Maybe it's best not to make too strong a judgment the very first time.
Yeah.
Because maybe if something in their life was bothering them, it might be having an effect on them that very hour. And other than that, they might be a different person altogether.
You got to get to know them before you actually know who they are.
If you start to know them, then you don't care about their appearance, really, whatever.
Impressions fade, and then reality sets in. So I always stay open for all things.